Build up. What does that even mean in our language in America in the 21st century? That's not a phrase we use.
That's about clarifying values. Part of having a strong faith is understanding priorities in our life. When we build up, we have to have a good foundation. So what's laid first? What's the first cornerstone that's laid? And then what bricks go on top of that so we can build up and have a great life? That's part 2 of building up faith. And Isaiah is prophesying about a time when God is going to restore his people. He's going to bring them back to the land. And they are called to build up, to rebuild, because from that place and from that nation, God is going to bring the good news of the Savior Jesus. That's the message. So what's the parallel with where we live right now and what's going on in our world? We've been experiencing COVID. We've been experiencing all these social unrest, all the demonstrations related to injustices that the people in our country have felt. We've seen so many outcries, and we're trying to make our way through that. People are just beat down. They are sick of the social isolation that COVID has caused. They're kind of frustrated about the changes in our lives that have happened because of it. They're concerned about the economy and employment rate. There are all kinds of highly emotional conversations related to the social concerns in our land. And people are just weary. And all the while, I think behind this is our great God holding out his loving arms and saying, come to me. Just come on back to me. Let's build up. This can be a time of great grief and a tearing down of people, or if we get the right heart and we get the right attitude and we hear God's invitation to come back to him and again order our lives the way he calls us to order them, this can be a time of incredible building up in our lives. And that's what we want to focus on. We want to hold out to people this great hope of a God who loves us and wants us to be built up, not torn down, and teaches us how to do that. And that's what the series Build Up is really about. God teaching us how to rebuild our lives in a really difficult time in our nation and the world. But God gives us the recipe to have still a solid, good life through Jesus Christ. And so that's what we want to hold out to people. It's hope, it's encouragement, and it's real solid guidance for life.
Build Up, a series giving God's hope and guidance as we build up a changed world.
We're located at 3950 Leonard Street Northwest in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Join the Vine Church as we gather to build up.